Hi guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another account review in Summoners War. Today we are on XZS2JH's account. Really interesting name. This account is pretty stacked as in unit wise, however it's having trouble in siege, which I might be able to help with, giving him some recommendations for his siege defenses. He's also having trouble with RTA and he really wants to improve there. He said that he's having trouble picking and banning. However, I can't really help you with banning since that's more of an experience issue. You have to play more, you have to learn the game by going heads on. But I do think I could give you a recommendation on a box that you should be running. And obviously when I do recommend this, I'll be telling you to own your rune 10 to 12 units, especially in your state of the game where you are having trouble in F3. I think that's the smartest thing to do, to start with a small box and then to rune up from there. If you make too big of a box, you're just spreading out your runes and then you're also wasting time thinking what you should choose next. Hey guys, before we start the video, if you guys are interested in getting advice and help from me and other Summoners War players, feel free to join my Discord where the link is in the descriptions below. Also, if you enjoy my content and want to support me, become a Patreon where the link for it is also in the descriptions. I want to say I appreciate all the support and believe me, I really do. Anyways, that was it. Let's get back to the video. This account is a global account. He did reach C3 in Arena, but F3 in RTA, and he was in a G3, G2 guild. I don't know if that's his current guild, but his current Night Raid guild is a G1 guild. So seeing the box, he has a couple of LDNAV 5, so we'll just point those out. He has the Wunsa, he has the Seimei, and then he has the Maya, or sorry, that's the dark one. He has the Ella, he has the Eleanor, he has the Zerath. So he has 6 LDNAV 5s, which is a whole lot. Sadly, most of them aren't that great in RTA. I know that you could use Zerath, and I know Pinkroyd used Zerath a specific way in RTA, and he has a lot of success with it. If you do want to kind of copy that, you could try. Also, if you have Seimei and if you have the Shizuka, you could go with that famous video combo with the Dark Hunter, because I think that's a really cool combo. If you could play around with it, here he is, the Hanra. If you don't know about it, please look it up because it is a pretty awesome combo that is easily to replicate. Obviously, rune quality is a separate thing, but if you can get it done, you should be able to get at least to C1, C2 without an issue. But other than that, he has a good amount of water nat 5s. He has the Molong, he has the Poseidon, he has the Samath, Praha, he has the Belio, right? Shizuka, like I said, the Moor. He has a lot of fire ones as well. Cardinal, he has the Baal for his second turn team, he has the Rakan. Let's see if he has Leo and Tiana right there. Okay, so there's really nothing to say there because he has all the units for arena offense and arena defense. I really think it should be a piece of cake for him to reach a G1 goal in global, because I was able to reach G1 with an account that is less stacked than this, and I'm pretty sure less runed than this, because I saw his runes just slightly right now and it's not like he has low rune quality. So let's just keep that in mind and go to his runes. So if you look at speed for Swift, slot 1, 24, 21, okay, then 22, so pretty weak slot 3, 20, weak slot 4, 24, and then 23, 26, and then 19. Seeing these Swift runes, I don't think you should run a fast comp. You should definitely run a tanky comp for arena defense, and it also goes with your RTA team. Let's take a look at your violent runes. Slot 1, 23, 21, which could be 26, 25 right there. Seeing these runes not having grinds, I do think you have an R5 issue, so I hope you make your R5 team, solo R5 team, to start grinding these runes, because one thing, grinds add up a lot. They really do. For example, if you get HP in 5 slots or 6 slots, or let's say 5, and you get a hero grind on all of them plus 7%, that's 35%. That's half a HP slot 6, which is insane. So those all really add up. And also these slots that are not plus 15 add up as well. Seeing this is also not grinded, I see that you do have a grind issue. So please make your solo R5 team and start grinding. 25 slot 4, then 21, 26 slot 4, sorry, slot 5, and then finally a 26 on slot 6. This could also be a 27, then 25. Again, these all point out that you have a grind issue, and to improve your account, the quickest way is to do your grinds. Just by improving some of those runes that you have, you'll get your best slot 1s, slot 3s, slot 4s, because all of those runes just need a grind to be better than your fastest current rune. It also goes in the way where they'll be more efficient if you grind them, so a no-brainer there. Now Will, 25 slot 1, another one that could be 26, not grinded, another one 26, 25. So you have a lot of great runes that just needs to grind, so it's a clear answer, just grind. Just grind for days and months until you get all these great runes done. Because it looks like you're far from it. 26, 28, holy cow, that's an awesome rune. 25, 23, 23, 23, 20, 20. Okay, so really weak slot 5, so you could run MB12 just to improve that slot. But again, Will rune is just a 2-set rune, so you don't really need to have 4 of them, meaning that even with the ones that you currently have, if you improve the ones that you have, you'll have a great set nonetheless. And then slot 6, a 33, holy cow, that's an awesome rune. And again, you're missing a legend gem here, or I would give it that attack gem. That's what I'll do, just because I'm a efficiency chaser, but it's up to you. The next one is 24 and then 22. My overview on the runes is that Will is the strongest, your Violent, and then your Swift. Your Swift needs a lot of work, but if you want to improve your account in a short period of time, you just have to do your R5 or solo R5, BGR5, whatever you want to call it. Just get your grinds. That's the easiest way to improve your runes and to improve your account. And please plus 15 those runes once you are done with them, because I see a lot of 135s not being plus 15, and again, I can't emphasize it enough that those add up. So let's take a look at your arena team. I'm gonna first check your towers, hope they're done. Now, seeing that these are not done, again, the easiest way to improve, well, not the easiest, the second easiest way to improve your account is to get your towers done. So what I will do if you want to max out your efficiency is to put up a fake defense and just use up all your wings just to get your arena points and just to power up your towers. That's what I'll do. Defense wise, I like what you're doing. I like how you're using Molly, because Molly, again, I keep saying it, it brings in that glancing chance that you have no control over. Abelio, obviously, probably one of the best healers, probably one of the best passives out there for arena defense, but really slow and not tanky enough. Cardinal, Violent, Will, I think, again, not tanky enough. Molly's okay, not bad, but I think with your rune quality, if you really want to improve an arena, you can make a much better Molly. Rakan, this is the one where you could switch out to really anything. This, well, not really anything, but another unit that's really annoying that could resist. I mean, the one I usually tell people to go for is the Triana. But here, maybe Seimei could also be a fun one, because this passive is pretty fun to play around with, especially your team has a Cardinals. If they bring in immunity, that immunity will be 1 turn, which means that your Cardinal has more windows to bring in all these controls. And also, you could put in the Wounsa to put in a speed threat, but knowing your Swift runes are so slow, you might have to give it your best Swift rune, and even that probably will still be easy to outspeed with the speed lead, but at least they can't come in with the simple double damage dealer Tiana Cleave, right? Let's take a look at what's inside your box. So I think Triana is the best. Seimei could be fun as well, and also the Wounsa could add in a little, depending on how you build him. And Darien is also a good one in my opinion. This could be fun as well, because this brings in, oh no, this is also glancing chance, so it overlaps with Molly, so that's not a good idea. Maybe a really tanky Zerath that takes in less crit damage or less damage for a particular element. Maybe it survives and Armageddon just wrecks them. Really up to you, but I think the best one is Darien, Triana, and then maybe the Wounsa, or you could put in a second damage dealer like a Wind Monkey King or this Ritesh if you could build them tanky enough. For arena offense, you're using, like I said, a double DD Tiana Galleon. Okay, really low crit rate, 72 is pretty low. Accuracy is okay. And then a Violent Revenge, high damage Cocky. What I am expecting here is that you have a second turn team. If you watch my videos, You do have one, but not the exact one that I run. I don't know if you're not having luck with it, but that's what I would do. I would run my second turn team. I have a video of helping a Patreon getting to G1 with one second turn team with the Bale, and his rune quality was much lower than yours. His box was less stacked than yours, and he was still able to get G1 pretty easily. If you watch that video, I keep saying that, dude, you can't get over C2, this is the highest you'll go, but I was like climbing, and by the end of it, we were G1, which surprised the heck out of me. It just made me think, wow, global's easy. So seeing your rune quality, seeing your box, I am confident you could easily reach G1. I think out here, I'll just add in my second turn team. I would test out with the Xerath, because I do think Xerath could output a whole lot of damage, especially if you take it in with a Leo team that needs no speed. You could focus everything on HP, so like a Rage, Will, HP crit damage, HP Xerath. I think it will just wreck teams, right? I'm curious myself on how much damage you'll do, so please let me know if you actually decide to make that. But if you don't want to use Xerath, you have other damage dealers such as the Bale. I also saw Pungback. You have the Cocky here. So there's a lot of things that you could use. Now let's finally go into RTA, which you want to help the most, and then we'll look at your siege stuff and maybe talk about your siege defenses. Here you have a 56% win rate. Technically, you could continue climbing with the 56% win rate because you are winning more than losing. But with your rune quality, you should be climbing super easily to C1. Well, your towers might be an issue, but I think your rune qualities make up the difference. Let's take a look. Yeah, so first of all, you have a too big of a box. I keep telling people that are having trouble in F3, you just need like 10 units to get out of here. So let's take a look at these skills. So I'm gonna take everything out that's not max skilled. So let's take a look at this. Not even runes, take that out. Okay, I'll leave that. Not Devilmon, take that out. Not Devilmon skill 2, take that out. Not, take that out. Okay, we can leave that. We could take that out. Okay, we could leave that. So this is the first step, right? I mean, we're gonna take more units out after this. Take the Dominique out. Escher is kind of fine. Okay. Let's take a look here. Cool. So you go around like this and see the units that are not scaled up, because that's the first indication that you shouldn't be using these units. I'll take like the Alicia out, I'll take the Amber out. These units shine with a lot of debuffs, especially the Amber, and seeing that your team is not really doing that, like it's not like they're paired up with a Nephthys. So I don't think Amber will do what you want it to do. It's not going to be like a very hard-hitting unit. And again, it's not runed up, so there's no point. Wow, Leo's not scaled up. This is the first thing you'll Devilmon, but Leo is definitely usable even with just his passive, so I'll leave it. Diana's skill 1 not being maxed, I would max that too. And I doubt you're going to use Eleanor as much, so I'll take that out. And same with the Ella. I don't see a lot of this. If you don't see units being used and working in RTA, there's no point of you trying to make it work, because even G3 player or high level players are having success with it. And I know for a fact that Ella is not a very good RTA unit. So we'll take that out. We'll instead put in Praha. So with this, your box is still way too big. Now, we know for a fact you're going to go a slow team, right? I really wish you at least had the Masha to counter the Olivers if the opponent picks it out. There's a lot of units here that I will still choose. But first things first, let's kill a whole lot of things. You're going second turn, so I think having strippers is important. So I'll take Barbara out. Moore is okay. Shizuka's okay. This is actually okay as well, but I just don't, and I'm gonna leave it because I know you have the vampire set. Rika, okay. So all of these are fine. I'll take Cocky out. Sierra, I'll take it out. You see less success with Sierra these days. She's not even that good. Let's take those out and maybe add in a Antares, since we know Antares is a good unit to pick out, especially when they choose a Diana, but it looks like you don't have an Antares. Interesting. Okay, never mind. Out here, I don't think you'll go a first turn team, so I'm gonna take out the Tableau. I'm gonna take out the Oliver. Well, we could leave the Oliver in. Escher or Wunsa for your speed threat. I don't think you have the rune quality to rune up 2. I'll just go with the Wunsa since it's max skilled. And well, the thing is, do you have things to follow up with the Wunsa? I just think you don't need it. Just go with this because it has attack bar boost as well. I think you should have everything around Riley. I actually will have Bulwark too, but no, I'll just leave it out for now. But Riley, and then your other pick will be probably like the Cardinal, Molong, or Shizuka. They're both good, or even the Praha. All 3 very good first pick units. And then if they bring out a lot of Will, you'll need more than 1 strip, right? Because Praha has 1 strip, and then you'll need another AoE stripper like the Changpeng or even the Jogun. But I think Jogun is less of a use, so we'll take the Jogun out and instead have the Moor or the Heigang if they bring out like Verd. Molong can be a second stripper, but we do all know that Molong strip is really unreliable. So yeah, just make sure that you have strippers because you're going second turn. They could bring in Will, and if they do, you want to land your strips to do something. So 1, 2, 3, 4 AoE strippers, and if you get Juno skilled up, you'll definitely use Juno as an AoE stripper as well. Now from there is like counter picking. Like if they have no immunity unit, you'll go with Rika. If they bring out the Changpeng or a lot of control, a lot of wind control, then you'll bring out the Verd on triple revenge. This even right now is not a 100 crit rate. I'll definitely go for the 100 crit rate. You could go for Shizuka because that brings in Will on your side as well, and a lot of control on the other side. Kinky is a very good 4th, 5th pick, especially if they have a lot of critting units, and if you think that they don't have the damage, pure damage to go through your Kinky, then Riley Kinky paired up is really good. The Molly paired up with Kinky is really good. The Molly paired up with Douglas is really good. Again, another good counter unit if they have a lot of fire units, fire threats, fire AoE damage dealers. Same A, if you think that they have a lot of buffs and you think that this will counter them, then that'll be also awesome, right? Same A, Bulwark, or I forgot to say, you have the Shizuka Seimei. Look up that video that builds the Hanra, the combo. I think a Konamiya or the light Konamiya goes in there, but that combo is pretty fun to play around with. I've seen a lot of people have success with it, at least to C2, and you're blessed to have both of those units, the core units, the Shizuka and the Seimei. So I would try that because this is Past Life spell. This is the skill that allows Hanra to shine. I think you have to play a second turn team. There's no way you're going first turn. Your swift runes are way too slow. But even with your slow swift rune, yeah, they're way too slow. But I know that you have efficient violent runes, efficient will runes that just need grinds and gems and to be plus 15, especially those 1, 3, 5 for you to have a better team. I would like to kill like 10 more units from here. So it looks like you have 7 water units, 5 fire units, and a lot of wind units, another 7 wind, and then 4 light or 5 light and 1 dark. You could kill some water, kill some wind, depending on the type of gameplay you want to do. But if you're going second turn, I think Ganymede is also a good one to take out. Oliver is just good in general, even if you're going second turn. It's really fast right now. I'm pretty sure you have to kill the speed if you do decide to use it in your team going second. But just by taking the Oliver, it kind of takes away the opponent's speed lead. 33% speed lead is really oppressing. So just taking it and using it in your side might not be a bad idea. To be honest, it should be a piece of cake to get to C1. Really, a piece of cake. Maybe towers are bringing him down, but once he gets his towers done, there's no reason for you not to be C1. I will play a lot more. But I would pick 10 to 12 units. Focus your best runes on them. Make sure they're around the same speed, so they're tuned, and you will see success. So in Siege, he said that he's having a hard time winning. Look at his win rate. Okay, yeah, it's definitely losing a lot. Now I'm going to take a look at his fast teams first. This is a fast team, this is a fast team, and this is a fast team, this is a fast team. So you have 4 fast teams that are failing, right? Only this 2 got wins, everything are only losing. And even the ones that got wins are losing a lot. So the easiest thing to check is obviously their speed. If they're too slow, you're not going to win. Because if you get outsped, you're done for. Now, if you see here, more is only on plus 140 on a disparate set. Now, if your disparate set is this slow, I wouldn't go with this type of defense. I think it should be at least plus 160 for it to work as a defense. And also, I wouldn't use Changpeng since Changpeng has such a bad AI. And it being so squishy is not going to work as well either. And also, the accuracy is adding up to that, adding up to why it's losing since it's so low, probably not getting any strips, probably not getting any pushbacks or reset. Then finally, the Cardinal. Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick something with this team, it'll rather be with the Savannah and Cocky since it has a one-shot potential. But obviously, for that, the Mora will need to be more faster to be more successful. Here too, Clara, I'm expecting if you want it to work at least plus 190 at the very least, and then 200 if you really wanted to win. Right now, it's not ruined, obviously. Well, okay, so it's not gonna win. So it will be a good defense, a working defense, if your Clara is faster. Same with this one. If your Bastet's on a fast Swift set or a really fast Violent set, it will work. Violent is the better one, I think, but rune quality really matters for that. You have to have really high rune quality for a fast Violent set to work here. So I'm going to expect you're going to go Swift, but on plus 172, any other first turn team will outspeed this in G1. Everybody, at least, almost everybody in G1 still at least has one set that's like plus 190. And this is sadly a really weak speed lead now, Kamoon, before being a 24 lead, now being only a 19 lead. People bringing in Galleon, Tiana will outspeed this, reset it, and just win. This one, Orion, again, another plus 170. So seeing everything here being 170 or slower, just get rid of all your speed teams and focus on one fast one. Try to make one fastest speed team, and I do believe with your rune quality, with your Swift set, you could only really make one fast set. So that means you could only go really one fast team. So decide on the team you want to go with. I would probably go with this last one. You could make a fast team here too with the Savannah Cocky, but Savannah and Cocky will be on Violent and Mora will be on the fast Despair set. Again, put your best Despair set, fastest Despair set on the Mora. Try to get that plus 160 mark, and if you can, then I will go with that defense. The rest will be tanky defenses, knowing your rune quality. For a Nat 4 tower, since you only have one, I would take out the Kinky here and put in the Vigor and Harmonia, because I do know you have them, right? Well, let's first see. I know there's a Swift set, so you do have to put on the Violent set here. So if you take these two out, do you have Harmonia? Dang it, you don't have Harmonia. So build a Harmonia. It's not that hard to build a Harmonia, is it? And then you don't even have a Vigor. So there's a lot of units here that you don't have that are really good for Siege. So maybe that's also constraining you from making a good Siege defense. Or you did build them and they're just 5-star. I mean, you have a lot of units that are 5-star right now. There's a lot that you're working on, but I would focus on one thing at a time. If you're focusing on Siege, focus on those Siege defenses. If you're focusing on Arena, focus on those Arena teams. If you focus on RTA, that's fine because obviously the rune box is different or the rune system is separate, so you could always make an efficient RTA team with your runes separate from your PvE or regular PvP content. I think a strong defense would be the Harmonia Vigor. So then you have 2 4-star towers. I will change this though. Maybe I'll just go with maybe a Liu Mei defense with Triana is pretty strong as well. So you could go for that. I don't think you could go 2 fast teams, and knowing that this will be the fast team, in my opinion, this will be the fast team. And you'll just replace the Cocky with the Perna, because I did see you have Perna. Yeah, you'll just replace that. And the Cocky will go into here with the Savannah. Are these ruined? They are, but they're not being used. So what if I just change them, right? And then here, I won't change it right now, but you put Vigor, Harmonia. And the rest, I'll just take it out. I think you should only run 4 defenses. You have Vigor, Harmonia, plus the Liu Mei, Triana, +1. And then for Nat 5 towers, you have 1 here, the fast one, plus another tanky one that I have no clue what you're going to run. The one that I see people have success with as a tanky one is, or I could just add it here. Oh, I could just add it here, yeah. Is the Molong. Molong is really strong in defense. So if you have him, I would use him. Plus the Rakan here. I see that this is pretty successful. And also another one that is successful is with the Praha. Our G3 guild is having success with it. Do you have a Tyrannus? Ooh, you don't have a Tyrannus. So maybe you can't build that one actually. The Praha brings in the Res lead, same with the Tessarion, and then you'll just add a third, which is a win unit, or you could put in an LD-Nat 5 that maybe you're not using, such as a Zeroth here. 100 res everybody, right? 100 res everybody, really tanky on crit damage, this on 100 crit rate or close to that. Damn fast. I think this will work as well as a tanky team. But that was it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. What did you guys think of this account? If you guys have any questions or have anything to say about it, please put a comment below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.